Instead of just saying that he is present, Arjuna demonstrates multiple skills, turning the entire arena to his favor. It is said that during that time, men sat on one side and women on the other side in the arena. Mahabharata says so. No, both men and women gave an enthusiastic welcome. To whom? To Karna. Dronacharya thought that Karna's strength is much more evident than Arjuna's strength. Why would a student stand there feeling humiliated, he thought? Because he was absolutely extremely careful that no problem should ever come to Arjuna from anyone. I will tell you a message. Let this heart be right in front of you. Let this battlefield be right in front of you. The training between Arjuna and Karna is now happening very quickly. But in any situation, he was very careful that no one should surpass his student. Who said that is correct? He was very careful. What did he do? Why is this version of him? In the kingdom of Magadha, there is a person who can be found in the forest of that country. That person who wanted to come to know that Dronacharya is indeed the one skilled in weaponry, knowing that there is no one equal to him in teaching war tactics. If I ask for the seeds, give them to me. Now, let the battlefield be in front of your eyes on one side. Only by understanding this will you know what Dronacharya's true form is. If you come asking me to teach, I will only teach the Kshatriyas. Dronacharya thought that he wouldn't share this with anyone in the world. Do you know his name? He is the leader of the forest that can be found in the kingdom of Magadha, Ekalavya. But how was he called? If they said Nishan, it means the leader for those who are oppressed. We are teaching lessons to the oppressed. And we are taking lessons from the female lineage. Such a man, who had Dronacharya within him, is here. He said he has no time for all that. I will only teach the Kshatriyas. Is that possible? That's why he said he has no time for that. Then how will Ekalavya learn all those skills? If you meditate on me with your mind, everything will be achieved for you. It means that if you worship with a mental focus and become a great scholar, I have no objection. The one who returned said that a statue of Dronacharya was carved in a hut. Standing in front of that statue, performing penance and honoring him as a teacher, every day he began to mentally practice those skills just as he had been taught by him. What is the benefit of it? He transformed into a very excellent archer. One day he was practicing all those exercises. A dog was sitting behind him and barking. The dog makes a sound that can distract. It prevents him from practicing. He turned back to see if it was an obstacle to his practice and shot an arrow at the dog. Without looking back, he aimed at the source of the sound and shot arrows behind him. Do you know what happened? Those arrows flew straight and got stuck in the dog's mouth, making it unable to open its mouth. Arjuna saw that scene. We thought there is no better archer than me in this world. You are the only one who can match the archer. Drona often says that there is indeed no greater warrior than you in this vast world. Truly, no one can absolutely teach students like Drona. So, who exactly taught this innovative training to prepare the dog's mouth using arrows exactly? Arjuna came directly to Dronacharya. When asked if you were the one who taught that skill to the single deity in the forest, he said no. Because they quickly reached Ekalavya's hut, where Dronacharya's form was present. Mentally meditating on him, he absorbed all his skills through his knowledge, and both of them could not bear the sight of him becoming a great archer. Dronacharya could not bear it. I thought there should not be anyone equal to my student Arjuna in this world. Is this the duty of a teacher? If a class has 40 students and only one person thinks they should score 100 marks, what about the teacher? Dronacharya thinks that everyone should study the art of archery. However, my student Arjuna should not have a score of 100. A capable person will be in the world of the capable. Do you think I don't know that? But there is no warrior like Arjuna in any corner of this world, because we trained him with joy. Now, after seeing that scene, who do you think has given it to you? Is it correct that I learned from you, who can shine as a mental guru? He asked. Can we do something without giving a fee to the guru after accepting me as a mental guru? What are you going to give me as a blood fee? Did you say immediately? I will give you whatever you ask for as a blood fee. Look, Dronacharya asked for a certain arrangement, or a request. He will give you the blood fee according to your customs. Just keep in mind that it's not just these arrangements. This bow development is very difficult to use. Everyone knows that the index finger must definitely be there. Dronacharya, who understood that he would become the best trainer regardless of the situation, was holding the blood fee. Without thinking for a moment, did he place the right index finger in front of Dronacharya after cutting it off. He thought correctly. Arjuna, there is no one else in this world who is equal to you. No one can perform training better than you. The reason is that he has no trainers. A teacher, with mental respect, meditates like a god, and praises a child for having a unique talent. However, that child, realizing a subtlety that could lead to losing his talent, said that Dronacharya would cut off his right hand's index finger. Dronacharya must have been a great warrior. What punishment he indeed received for all this, you will learn in the course of the Bharata story. As far as this Bharata is concerned, whether it is a small mistake or a big mistake, it is acceptable. Whether it was a mistake done knowingly or unknowingly, it is still a mistake. There will definitely be a punishment for the sins you have committed. When you do good deeds, God does not keep that goodness to himself. He gives it to you. If you commit sins, God does not let you go without experiencing the punishment that corresponds to those sins. That is the path that Bharata shows. Elders, Dronacharya will experience all the punishments due for this later. In the course of the Bharata story, you will definitely learn about it. So, even after accepting someone as a mental guru and worshipping him to learn skills, Dronacharya is still there to obtain that finger ring. How did the mind come to this? Having committed such a great betrayal, he should not even look at Karna and ask. Look at the teachings. There is nothing surprising about that. Now, in this battlefield, Karna sent all his arrows much faster than Arjuna, captivating the minds of the spectators. This is unbearable. Get up, Karuna! He asked. Who are you, O king? Who are you? While the wind was blowing, the charioteer of the Rashtra's chariot, his father, ran towards him. He fell at the entrance of the arena. Karna said, Father, please bless me. I am also the son of the charioteer. He asked, What right do I have to stand equal to the king and demonstrate skills for my son? Can we ask? If anyone equal to my student is present in this arena, he himself said he would come to show his training skills. Now, as a kshatriya, I am the son of the charioteer. What is the difference now? Do you have the qualification to stand equal to a king and showcase your skills as the son of a charioteer? What is your lineage? What is your clan? What about your mother and father? Do you know about his mother and father? Do you know about the mother and father? How Karna was abandoned in the river? All of you know well. It is mine. Vasuhi Manoharan on the YouTube channel. I have spoken about Karna, the fire that floated in the water. I have spoken for almost 2.5 hours. In 2.5 hours, I reduced a part of it. We can put apart. Karna's message is such that it cannot be left out. So let those who have patience benefit from it. We should not reduce our time. It runs for 2.5 hours. If I say you should definitely fully understand that Karna, go and watch any episode titled Karna in Bharat. You may know Karna as a concern and a root. Your mother and father do not know what your lineage or clan is. It was like how rainwater would flow and get absorbed when it falls on a rock. Just as the setting sun slowly and gradually hides itself in the sky, Karna was there in an attempt to hide his humiliations. Just as a bird flounders in this world after losing its mother and father, the child stood in a similar floundering situation. He is a valiant warrior, the foremost in skills. But when asked about his lineage, clan, and birth, he bowed his head. At that moment, Duryodhana rose and said, "Who will you learn from, Dronacharya? Isn't it true that the sage Bharadwaja, desiring Menaka, was the one who emerged from Drona's pot? You were born from that pot, weren't you? The great sage Agastya was indeed born from the pot. Samaraman was born from the bamboo. This Mahavishnu came along by splitting the pillar. Why does our Lord Murugan appear in that form? He decides where I should manifest and provides a reason for it. Oh, who are you? He is someone who came from a great family. What is your lineage? What is your clan? Can we talk about it? Don't look at others. If you ask, look here. For those who are filled with goodness, for the warrior who speaks of strength, and for the one who grants life, the true temple is the knowledge of history. There is no good or bad in caste. Some people will not even ask about your lineage or clan. Never forget this. All humans are the same, so what can you say? What is your caste? There is nothing else in such an uncivilized world. You say you will associate based on caste, and you say you will associate based on lineage. That habit is unnecessary. Some people are associating based on your lineage and clan. What kind of people are you? What is your caste? I am a human, but are you even human? What kind of person are you if not a human? A very uncivilized act. No one should ask about that. A well-educated person from a good lineage can perform excellent deeds and govern properly. Just as it is legally wrong to learn about caste from such people, my friend here is a great warrior. We can learn in due time, focusing on the pond and lineage. If the king indeed says that Arjuna must go to war with the king, Kripacharya said that he must be a king. That's all. To go to war with a king, he must have the qualifications of a king. That's all. At this moment, not only did I make Karna my friend, but I also crowned him with my own hands in that assembly, declaring him a king of that region, which can be considered a part of my kingdom. After crowning and adorning him, he looked at him. Now the king can confront the king, right? That qualification is indeed present in Karna, isn't it? Thus, Dronacharya committed a betrayal that should not have been done to him. Consider in what way it is indeed just to think that only his student should stand up. After everything is over, Bhishma, Vidura, and Dhritarashtra, Kripacharya, who provided the strategy, and Dronacharya, none can destroy the Kauravas and Pandavas who were all conversing. The warriors who learned strategies from Dronacharya cannot be defeated by anyone. Here they are talking like this. There, Duryodhana, Karna, and Shakuni came together and said that the Pandavas and Kauravas cannot stand before our strength.